Hey guys, the following content is from my Twitch live stream. In order to see this live in the future, all you need to do is head in the description box below, click the link, go over to Twitch, hit follow on my page, and you'll be updated when I go live in the future. Thank you very much, and enjoy the video.
Hey guys, what's up? Sean here, and really quickly, we've got breaking news. Black Ops 4 has been announced, and it's been announced to be releasing October 12th. I wanted to give some brief thoughts on why I think it's launching on the 12th, and then what I think it will be. But before I do that, let me know if this mic sounds horrible or not. I just got this shotgun mic for the camera. I just ordered it, I just hooked it up, I just set it up. This is the first time I've used it. I don't know what's going to happen here. If it's terrible, I'm going to return it, but we'll see what happens, right? So just let me know how you guys think this sounds. I got it for PAX, as PAX is coming up, and I was thinking of bringing the camera with me, at least for a day or so. So anyway, Black Ops 4. So first of all, they've released a brief little teaser thing. And in the brief little teaser thing, they said at the end, forget what you know. And this was after showing things from Black Ops 1, 2, and 3. Some of it looked like multiplayer stuff, like an RCXD and a drone from Black Ops 2. Some of it looked like single-player stuff, and I think there was some zombie stuff splashed in there. So, forget what you know. Then they tweeted, or Activision announced, or gave a press release or whatever, that the game's going to redefine the series and blah, 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 blah. Now, those could be buzzwords, but I personally think that there might be something more to this. I think that Treyarch would be the ones to take risks and do something different. I think on the multiplayer front, we're going to expect something sort of like Black Ops 2. There were reports last week or earlier this week that it was going to be futuristic but near future. So I think we're going to have no jetpacks, but we might have Black Ops 2 style things going on. Black Ops 2 had some stuff going on that was near future. So, you know, the drones and the seeing through walls with that gun attachment. There's just some stuff that was like near future-ish, but not like, you know, jetpacking around, I guess. No exoskeleton suits, no wall running, just some gadgets, if you will. So I think that that's what we can kind of expect from the multiplayer, because I don't think you want to mess with your bread and butter, but maybe they do. Maybe they want to completely go for it and just see what the hell happens, you know? But I think that the changes could come on the single-player front. The immediate thing that came to mind was back in the day during Modern Warfare 3? 2 and 3, somewhere in there. During the development of Modern Warfare 3, there was a game Activision was working on, a third-person action-adventure Call of Duty, which is what Sledgehammer was actually up to at the time. And then they were brought in to save Modern Warfare 3, and they became their own, you know, studio making more first-person Call of Duty titles. Now, I'm not saying that they want to go that route, but I think that there's a potential here for something of a bigger single-player story, maybe something different going on in that sense. Like, Wolfenstein kind of comes to mind as like a sort of a kind of a cross between like something, I'm going to say Uncharted, but something, you know, completely story driven and a first person shooter. So maybe Activision, instead of just telling the typical war story that they've been telling, maybe they tell a different kind of story, because when they were doing that action adventure thing, the idea was that Call of Duty could be anything, kind of. It didn't have to be a military, you know, shooter necessarily. Like, there was one demo that was once made, I think, of like a sword fighting style Call of Duty. So maybe this Call of Duty will, at least in the single player, branch out into more of a storytelling narrative rather than you're just Soldier B in the, you know, whatever group fighting in whatever war and you barely matter. Maybe there will be more of an emphasis on your character and sort of things like that in the single player aspect. I just think that there's something is going to change here. One, because I think Treyarch's willing to take risks like that. And two, I mean, it said forget what you know, and they said redefining things, and I know those could just be buzzwords, but I think that there's a chance, and forget what you know kind of plays into Black Ops storylines a little bit with the time-traveling weirdness going on there. But I think that there's something more to this, and I think that the launch of October 12th kind of indicates that. I think it's one of two things with the launch. First of all, for me, I think it might help and might be part of CWL, the competitive side of Call of Duty, because the COD Champs, you know, World Finals thing takes place in August, and there's always that downtime of like September, October, pretty much all of November, and then like it starts to ramp up in December. So maybe this will give less downtime, especially where Activision should realize now that they've got, Overwatch under their umbrella, basically, that they have a weird game. They're like the only game that's competitive that gets a re-release every year. We have to buy a new title. So anything to avoid weird downtime would be good, and this is definitely one step towards that. Because it would be hard to stretch out the competitive season like into September, just because like people are fatigued of the game at that point, kind of. It's just the way Call of Duty is, because you always are releasing new stuff. People get tired of your game kind of easier. Like League of Legends, it's played on one map, but people don't get tired of it as easily. One, because it gets frequent updates throughout the year that change things, but also because they're not used to getting a new map or a new whatever, every 12 months. So they're kind of used to dealing with the same thing. Whereas Activision's trained people to be bored after like 6 months and get ready for the new one. Also, obviously, this puts it ahead of Battlefield usually in the release schedule. Battlefield usually releases at the end of October, around the 20th week, sort of. So that's obviously a benefit for them, is to come out first. But also, I do think that there might be a bigger emphasis on changing the series in this game, and that you might want to launch more in that window of like everyone's picking up their big fall, single player games, big fall games, and you might want to launch in that window rather than being in your kind of Call of Duty multiplayer window, where I feel like that's what November is. It's kind of the multiplayer game window, and a lot of times the earlier months there are the big single player blockbusters. So maybe there's a chance that there is something going on here with the series and a new direction for it that they think better suits them releasing earlier in that middle period rather than at the end of November or the middle of November, where people are kind of at the end of the holiday release schedule at that point, and you're kind of just lumped in with being the other Call of Duty. Maybe they really are trying to be something new. And the only thing that gives me pause on whether there's anything new coming here really is the fact that it's Black Ops 4. If you were really going in a new direction, wouldn't you pick a new subtitle, have a different series name? You might. But I do think that, regardless, Treyarch's going to try something here. They're not going to copy and paste Black Ops 3. They're not going to copy and paste Black Ops 2. I think in the multiplayer sense, they might copy and paste a little bit because it's kind of ideal the way that they did Black Ops 2. So there's almost no reason to fix it. But I do think Treyarch's going to take a risk here. I don't think this is going to be the same thing we just got. And I'm looking forward to it. October 12th is early, so the beta should be happening earlier, like July probably. They said that May 17th there'll be a community reveal. I don't know what that means, because they usually release like a trailer for the single player during like the NBA playoffs, and then I don't really know. They always change up how this works. Some studios, like I think Treyarch, will definitely have a dedicated like multiplayer and esports reveal. Whereas other studios, they usually have a multiplayer reveal, but it doesn't necessarily have to do with esports. But Treyarch definitely has more of a focus on esports. So you never know what's going to get revealed when. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited that it's coming out earlier. And this might be my last game for this franchise, because I have the attention span of like 2 weeks for this series right now. But Treyarch, they're my friends. So maybe one last go. And maybe they can get me to play a month or something. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, that's all I had to say about this. Please let me know how the mic sounds. I'm going to try to mess with it in my, post-processing situation. But I don't know what I'm going to get. So let me know how it sounds. Let me know what you think about this new release. And I hope to see you guys later. I'll probably be live streaming later tonight, but I don't know. So stay tuned to this channel where you will get an update on that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you.